Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about how much exercise is too much exercise and how much exercise is not enough. I got this topic because somebody was telling me that they didn't feel like they were recovering well from exercise, which made them feel like even working out like 4 times a week, they felt really drained. So sometimes I understand that. I used to feel that too, and sometimes it's really hard to decipher what exactly is exercising too much, or if you're just tired from stress or from work or just from everyday life. So I really wanted to talk about it and bring it up. First of all, the American Heart Association does recommend that you exercise 5 days a week for 30 minutes. And if you're training harder, meaning using weights, you're doing more of like a vigorous exercise, maybe you do CrossFit, or you engage in other type of like athletic training, if you train for a marathon, obviously your training will be different, but the bare minimum should at least be 5 days a week for 30 minutes. Especially those of you who have like a desk job, you need to make an effort to be getting up and moving more overall. For those of us who have standing jobs, or we walk around all day or we're on our feet, you also too need to make an effort to be moving more. Your job is just your job, and I do understand that you are moving, but it's not considered exercise because at some point your body does become very adaptable. So what you do on a day-to-day basis, your body just gets used to it, which is why you see, I like to give the example of like a construction worker. There's a lot of overweight construction workers, and you would think that they'd be fit because of how much they're on their feet and they do a lot of labor work, but it really doesn't matter. Just because they're on their feet, their body has become accustomed to that. So if they're eating more than they burn, then you know they're gonna gain some weight. So what I wanted to talk about was if you already exercise at least 5 days a week for 30 minutes, and that's your bare minimum, and you're not seeing progress, well, what that means is you need to be exercising some more, or change the type of workouts that you do. Meaning maybe if you're only walking, maybe you should start incorporating some weight training to actually allow your body to do something different, and make your body respond to a different type of stimulus. If you're somebody who is only weight training and you feel you're not recovering, maybe you can cut back a little bit on the weight training and focus more on going for long walks. If you like never even go for a walk, you only just go to the gym, do weights. Every movement really does count, and I think a lot of people they take that for granted. They like parking your car farther, that counts. Taking the stairs, that counts. A lot of that counts. And I think that we think of exercise as only going to the gym, coming back, going to a class, exercise class, coming back. No, anything that requires you to move your body more often is going to be calories burned, right? So don't get me wrong, like those little movements that you're doing, that's just like fidgeting more and doing more movement. But overall, the fact that you're moving more, it counts. So it's really important that any time that you can move more is always better than not moving more. So what I wanted to get into next was how much exercise, too much exercise. Some things you want to look out for would be, one is, I always like to point out for sure, is your sleep. If you find yourself not sleeping throughout the night, meaning you wake up often and you're not really sure why, that could be a result in high cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and what that means is your body is really stressed out, and what happens is it messes with your sleeping cycle. I suffered from this a long time ago when I was over exercising. I was doing like, I would weight train for an hour and I would do an hour of cardio, and I was doing this like 7 days a week. This was years ago, but this is when I didn't know any better, and I always thought more was better, and times have changed, but nonetheless, that would be one thing to look out for. So if you're not sleeping well, two is if you're not recovering well, which makes sense. So meaning you're working out and you're allowing like maybe a full 5 days between your next workout. For, let's just say if you go out to the gym and you work out your legs, and it takes about a week for your body to recover. That's way too long. Your body needs to be recovering much sooner than that, at least 3 to 4 days. If you're not recovering, you really need to think about how you're recovering. Obviously, if you're having bad sleep, you're not going to be recovering as well, because sleep is when we do recover and grow. So that would be one thing, is how often are you recovering? If it's too slow, you really need to rethink how often you're working out, and if the intensity is just too much for you and your body can't keep up. The third thing would be stress. So if your workouts are stressing you out, meaning if you feel overwhelmed by it, like I can't get this workout in, it's too much. I'm wanting to go to work out 5 times a week and I can barely do it 3 times a week. You're probably working out much more than your lifestyle requires you to. And I know that this is different than what is too much exercise, but for you, that is too much exercise, because ideally that's not what you can do. So you need to figure out how many times you can work out, fit that in, and make the most out of those minutes. So if the American Heart Association recommends 5 days a week, at least 30 minutes, and that you can't even do, well, then what you should be doing is the days that you can work out, make them a little bit longer. So maybe 3 times a week for more than 30 minutes. So at the end of the week, the minutes add up to equivalent of 5 times a week for 30 minutes. So that would be exactly the same. And the last thing would be, believe it or not, would be your sex drive. A lot of people, when they over-exercise or put their body through too much, what's the word I want to use? For example, too much stress. Yeah, there you go. Stress is meaning, because exercising is a stressor. When you work out at the gym, you ripping muscle fibers is a stressor to the body. It's a healthy stressor because you go home, you sleep, you eat, you recover, and then you're able to exercise again. It's healthy. It's not a bad thing. We need both sides. Stressors are healthy for the body to have, and it's balanced. So, but when you have too much of anything, it's not a good thing, right? Would be your sex drive. You'll notice that when you put your body under too much stress, sometimes your sex drive drops. A lot of women suffer this when they're extremely stressed out. Like, work is lots going on with their work, with their kids, finances, whatever. You're so stressed out that your sex life is it doesn't sound very appealing, or it's just like you don't have the tendency to even have a healthy sex life. The desire for it really drops. And I know this because I have a lot of women who come to me saying, I just want my healthy sex life back. I don't know why. And a lot of them are either usually overweight, overly stressed, and there's just a lot going on. They're usually just not happy within themselves that their sex life suffers as well. So those would be the top 4. Would be 1, how is your sleep? If it's not well, your sleeping cycle, you're probably over exercising. If you're somebody who is constantly trying to work out all the time because you think that's the better thing to do to always lose weight. And then 2 would be, I believe I said stress, or that was the third one. But anyway, that was one of them, stress. The other one would be your sex drive, and then the other one would be the recovery. That's what it was. Number 2 was recovery. So if all of these are suffering, and you know that you're working out a little bit too much, and when I say too much, I'm talking like there's people who go on the treadmill for an hour and then they're trying to weight train for like 30 minutes every day for 7 days a week. That's just too much. Unless you're training for like something like a marathon, a triathlon, and you actually have a goal and you have someone coaching you. If you have someone coaching you, you shouldn't even be stressed out or not recovering well, because they should be having you on a good program where you should be recovering well. So if you suffer any of these, really rethink your exercise program, and if you believe that it's hindering a lot of the progress, that would be one way to really determine how you can relook at your exercise. But always remember, at least 5 times a week for 30 minutes if you don't exercise at all. But if you do exercise and you weight train, or you do CrossFit, or you do a spin class, whatever, think about all those pointers that I said, and if you suffer from any of these, rethink your exercise program, and it may be coming from overtraining. Okay, so if you guys have any other topics you want me to discuss, just comment below, and I'm more than happy to discuss discuss other stuff with you. Pretty soon I'll be posting up recipes I'll be making as well. Maybe you guys can watch me in the kitchen. I think that'll be fun. So, okay, well, until next time, guys, thanks for subscribing.